Hey fellas, it's January 28th, Wednesday. What is that, about 12:40? We're working on 12:40 and we're about 64. And actually we're still a little wet out here from the rain we got on. You can see the concrete right there, if you can see the different colors. On, what was that, Tuesday? And you can see it over there too. But it's overcast. We're expecting another cell coming through on Friday. So, got the upper coil-over frame in. Got to adjust it and tighten up the bolts. Had to pull out the porta power to get it in. Me and my son, which was fun. So what we'll do is I'll get it in, I'll tighten up the bolts, then we'll take a look and see what we're going to do with the fuel line. We'll start with the return, which is the one laying on the ground right there, and work our way on to the supply and then the electrical. Then once that's all routed, then we'll so put this back up on the bench. We got to groove an arch in here and or cut an arch or grind an arch or whatever, and then we'll put that in. We'll get this back in. So as always, thanks for watching. When I get more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey fellas, it's going on 2. Finally got this thing all bolted in. Man, was it a bear. But there are the 2 bolts I wanted here. You can see the 2 on the other side to where the see them right there, to where I had to weld in the slab nuts. Now we're going to route the fuel line, the electrical, this electrical, that electrical, clamp it all up to where it's out of the way of the suspension, that we'd be able to drop stuff and not have to worry about it. So, sorry for the shaky cam guys, but I'm getting up. I went hauling through my junk and I found another clutch boot. So that's cool, clutch rod boot, so I won't have to worry about that. Also, mail call. I asked VW Darren if he was, when he made some, if he's going to sell any, and he did. He is. I don't know how many he's got left, but those are cool. It's a skull. It looks like it's candy, metal flake on VW hubcap. So that just came in the mail today. Email Andrea, Darren's wife, and she'll give you a price on them. It's I think it's 25 plus shipping, if I'm not mistaken. But they're cool. So now we're going to get these out, and these, and I got to go find my clamps, and we're going to route some lines. So, thanks for watching. When I have more, I'll turn this back on later. Hey fellas, we're into the car. Just did this clamp, and you see the 1/2 inch hole right here. I figured I'd show you how these work. I don't know how good I'm going to be able to do this one-handed, but we'll show you. Here's the insert. Remember, it's rubber. It's 7/16. Takes a 1/2 inch hole to do it. So you insert it in the hole, and as you tighten down the nut, that comes together and it holds it in place. Just did that one. So here we'll take get the nut driver, start it. And then what I'd like to do is take the ratchet and give it a couple good turns if I can. Alright, and there's your clamp, all done. This is the return line for the fuel injection. Next we'll go this way. So we'll probably put one roughly right in here. I don't know how far they stick out in the trunk, but I'm not really worried because the trunk's going to get covered with a bunch of stuff. So we'll turn the sway bar back up this way. And see, put the next one roughly right about there. So that's how these work. I think it's a slick idea. Ain't going anywhere. It's there to stay. And plus then the rubber protects my hole in the frame. So I gotta go get some more stuff. So that's how that works. As always, thanks for watching. When I have more, I'll turn this back on. Later, guys. Hey, fellas. We got the return light ran and all clamped into place. Wasn't going to do another clamp, and it came over to there to where it tied into the tank to the return line. Next will be the fuel line. That's what's hanging right there, and we'll get that up. Figure out how what we're going to do with that and where we're going to do it. I think I'll take it apart and see what we can do as far as mounting the filter and everything else. So I pretty much accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish today. It's going on 3 o'clock, or is it? Yeah, it's going on 3 o'clock. Should be going off here in a minute. So that's where we're at with that. Yeah, clock's getting ready to go off. Got my clamps all laid out. Got a wide selection. Found this brand. It's got to be a classic brand of clamps there. Like the name. Yeah. But, yeah, so we'll sort this out. Figure out what we're going to do with the fuel line. Next will be the brakes. But once we get the lines and everything all sorted out, we're putting this back in. Like I said, we got to do a radius. Got to mock up the shock for right in here. Because again, I want to use the upper mounting bracket for the upper mounts. So, and up clock. That's supposed to be a sound effects of what? A 71 Plymouth Hemi Cuda. So, oh, excuse me, I'm trying to do this drop light. I guess I can't do two things at the same time. So we'll do the fuel line next, and then we'll get the rear end in. Once the rear end in, then we'll start routing the brakes, the brake lines. Won't do much for the brakes themselves because they won't be here until February 6th or 7th, according to Willwood. Won't do anything with these because I want to ship these in the shipping boxes and containers that the new brake lines are coming, or the new brakes are coming in. I did go to Curry though, and I did order with this kit. I'm going to send a whole bunch of brand new T-bolts. And I did order enough T-bolts for me because it looked like these T-bolts, see if I can grab one out of here. Looks like that if you use them more than once, they sit there and they get a little stretched. This is one of the original ones. You can see the threads get a little galled up. I could probably chase that with a die. But these are $1.79 a piece, and it's just cheaper insurance for me to just buy new ones. So set that there. Like I said, when whoever gets this, when I ship it off, we're going to get new T-bolts with it, so they'll be good. So let's see. I'm going to hang this up with the caption under it, "How dumb can I be?" Listening to somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about. F you Tucker's. Tucker's Classic Auto Parts in Henderson, Nevada. Don't you guys ever frickin' go there, man. I'll fly to your place and I'll slap you up the side of the head, man. Don't go there. Those guys are nothing but rip-off artists. So, you can tell I'm a little upset on that. So thanks for watching, guys. You guys have a good evening. Later. Knew there's something I wanted to show you guys, but then sit there and started talking about Tucker got me all upset. Oh, is the light too much? Yeah, the light's too much. So that's what sticks through as it crimps down the nut on that. Again, like I told you, there's going to be a carpet kit and pad and everything, so this isn't going to be very too much noticeable, and I'll probably sit there and trim part of this bolt off. But come on, focus. But that's what they look like on the back side. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys. Carried away when I start talking about Tucker. Anyway, enough of them. We'll forget all about them. So again, thanks for watching. Later.